Hello everyone and welcome back. Say hello to my Galka and say hello to my Moogle. Let's cuddle up by the fire, listen to the Moogle, listen to the Galka for some Final Fantasy XI Magic the Gathering story time. But just kidding. It's more so Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. They're connected here. The Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Universes Beyond is coming our way, I believe next month. There's a lot of hype for it. There's a lot. They're going to be revealing and discussing a lot at PAX East convention. I believe it's in Boston. But today I'm going to go over and review some of the spoilers. And one spoiler in particular is Final Fantasy XI related. I can't help but feel like it got done dirty and done wrong. But I can't expect much from WotC to really do anything right. I wasn't expecting them a whole lot to really treat Final Fantasy XI fairly. They said all mainline games will be represented. But there's a lot of brain rot and just hard people in and around WotC. Especially like the brand ambassadors, people of that sort. Let's just go ahead and get right into some of the spoilers and stuff that's coming up. So, here we are, leading off with Kefka Court Mage. One thing I do want to call out here is look at the artist. That's Yoshitaka Amano. I did a video earlier on my channel a few months back, kind of predicting, guessing some stuff they're going to do. And I was right on the money with this one. They were going to bring back Yoshitaka Amano to do Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering art, because he did some of the concept art for Final Fantasy over the years. A lot of concept art over the years. He did the War of the Spark Japanese version Liliana that everyone wanted, that was JP exclusive. So he's coming back, and he did a variant of Kefka as pictured here. Now this card, this is the preview card they have displayed at the convention. If you want to see the full card, you got to attend the press briefing, convention event, whatever it's called. I've been to enough conventions, I should know. So here we are, Kefka Court Mage. And we got the flip side of Kefka. Kefka, Ruler of Ruin. Now we don't know what the power and toughness is, but I did not play this, I'm a bad nerd. I did not play the Final Fantasy, what is it, 4 that he was in. So, but I know his laugh is infamous, his character, his deviousness, you know, standard bad guy. But looks pretty good. Again, you got to respect Yoshitaka Amano-san. And moving on, we've got Celine Dion. She's a fine femme. Oh, wait, never mind. That's Sephiroth. So Sephiroth, One Winged Angel. This is pretty predictable. This is the flip side, backside of Sephiroth. He loves his backside. I'll just be quiet now. Because, again, knew this was coming. Godlike Sephiroth. He's the mamby-pamby boy, Manby boy that everybody loves in Final Fantasy VII. Moving on next, Sephiroth. So this is the front side of Sephiroth. Celine Dion. When he's fully shampooed and ready for battle, this is what he looks like before he transforms into an angel. So again, we don't know what he does, but pretty powerful. So Fabled Soldier, chances are he's going to be a soldier creature type. We know from the starter decks that he's a soldier avatar, I believe, so that's pretty much a given. Moving on, we've got Hildebrand Manderville. I did not play Final Fantasy XIV. I thought this was a joke. The face in the zombie token looks like Covert Go Blue, but that's why I thought this was fake, but apparently it's real. A little weird of a white creature in Final Fantasy. Well, white creature and magic aligned, but interacts with zombies. I didn't play 14, so I guess maybe that's an ability. Maybe there's necromancy in Final Fantasy 14. Someone let me know in the comments. So he's got adventure. It creates a black zombie creature token. And then creature tokens, he's a lord for tokens. So when it dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as an adventurer until the end of your next turn. So you got some pretty cool recursion here. Interesting feature for a white card, definitely. Moving on. This is a bit different. These are 2 promos you can get when you purchase a Play Booster box. I believe it might only be Japan exclusive. It's Arcane Denial and I believe Force of Negation, Final Fantasy themed art. The one on the right is Final Fantasy XIV. The one on the left is Final Fantasy VIII. These are beautiful, great-looking cards. We're probably going to see a lot more of these in-universe reskins. We saw the one with Yuffie Kisaragi is going to be the Tiger Shadow Commander ninja chick. So I'm expecting a lot more of those. Let me know in the comments which cards you think are going to get the in-universe treatment. They did that with Lord of the Rings, so, you know, there's precedent for it. Moving on, we've got, okay, this one has been around a little while. It's Torgal, Clive's Companion. This is what I just talked about. It's an in-universe, it's a UB version of an in-universe card. Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. This art is complete dog shit. I don't know what they were thinking here, why it's so lazy. I did not play, what is this, Final Fantasy 16? This little doggo, it's cute, it's cool. But again, I don't understand this art. Is it supposed to look this bad? This looks like it was made in MS Paint. So maybe it's just something that the Final Fantasy creative team insisted on that we do. So let's just see what happens there. There we go. We got Catboy. Tia, Scion Reborn. Final Fantasy 14. Did not play this. Lifelink. Throw wide the gates. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay X life. X is that spell's mana value. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token and put X/1/1 counters on it. Do this only once each turn. I notice a lot more cards now in Magic have the only once each turn clause. Really limits cards going bonkers and going off and just repeatedly. So it slows the game down a bit. Excuse me. Little under the weather. So what do we think of this one? I did not play 14. How do you feel about this, you Final Fantasy 14 fans? Moving on. We've got Yuna, a Grand Summoner. Now, I didn't play 10, but I remember when it came out. 10 is very mainstream. You know what Yuna does. She's a summoner. I was at a convention, Anime Next 2003. There was a young lady who cosplaying Yuna who, for her masquerade performance, did the summoner dance thing she does in FF10, which I thought was really cool. Like, actually choreographed, learned the dance. So, Grand Summon, add one of any color. She basically helps you cast your creature spells. That creature enters, basically gives an additional counter. Whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, if it had counters on it, you may put that number of counters to target creature. So it moves counters around. Really good in a counter commander build. They build standard sets now with commander in mind, which I think sucks. Commander's kind of ruined the game a little bit. It's turned everybody into a bunch of Timmies that, only wants to play commander. Now, especially they got to have their bracket. Moving on. Okay, so this is another, what's it called? PAX East teaser promo card. This is basically the shell of the card. So we all know Squall, Final Fantasy VIII. I did not play this one either. I rented it from the video store, and I just did not like the system and mechanics in the game. As my trajectory of Final Fantasy was, I played 7, I played 9, then I rented 8, and I just didn't like the way you had to manually level up your character in the magic system. It was just a little clunky and weird for me. So I don't know what this will do. Maybe he has reach. I guess he's a mercenary. I thought Squall was in a school where they teach them how to fight, so I guess that makes him a mercenary. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Moving on, we got Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. This is one of the summons, I believe, so who knows what this is going to do. Moving on over. We got ourselves Tifa Lockhart. You gotta have the waifu, gotta have the Tifa. Everybody loves Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII's very much back in the mainstream with the Rebirth remake games. So there's that. And last but not least, oh nope, I lied. We got 2 more left. You're not done with me yet. Lightning Army of One. I thought this was spoiled already. Maybe not. So we'll find out. Final Fantasy 13. I remember when this came out. Again, didn't play this one either. But it's got a lot of fanfare around it. And then there we go. We've got Xenos Yegalvis. Another Final Fantasy, 14 card? Transforms into a dragon. Pretty straightforward. What do we think of this one? I'm a little bit surprised that 14 got so many, at least spoiled thus far, so many, callbacks, references. But there was one particular card that I really wanted to hit on today that I'm a little disappointed in. So I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 11. And if you've been around my channel long enough, you know that I had a bad habit of playing that almost every day on live stream. And we finally got a Final Fantasy 11 representation in Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. And I will say I'm a little disappointed. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up now, and we can talk about it. But here she is, Shuntado. She's basically a very Izet card. Her ability reads as follows. Shuntado, the Radical Lady. So, she's a dwarf wizard. More on that in a second. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, plus X0 until end of turn, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If X is 4 or greater, draw a card. So, she's a, I guess, ambivalent kind of character in 11. I know she has her own story arc, like a DLC they came out with, an expansion where she was the central villain. But she's kind of known for her. She has a really distinct laugh that she does, like her catchphrase thing. She was in the Dissidia games, but I mean, there is some cool F11 callback stuff. The striped robe she's wearing is like the black mage like artifact armor in Final Fantasy 11. The staff she's holding is one of the elemental staves you can get in the game. But my main issue here is that her tribe, she's a dwarf. So I fully expected a wizard or maybe even a warlock, but I'll leave that alone. So the fact that she's a dwarf in terms of tribe. Now, this could just be a translation issue, but everything I've seen has her as a dwarf, which is total bullshit and stupid. She should just be her species in Final Fantasy XI. They're dwarf-like. They're a short, little, stout people race called Taru Taru. They stand maybe about a little less than 4 feet tall. Their racial prowess is they have really high base MP, intelligence, and mind. Basically, they're more so meant for mage jobs. Highest base MP in the game, but they don't have, they have subpar HP, attack, things like that. They're not dwarves. Dwarves live in mountains. They mine gold. These things don't do that. I mean, they gave Moogles their own tribe. Look at the Stiltskin card. He's a flat-out Moogle creature type. Why can't she be Taru Taru? I'd even settle for Halfling and I wouldn't complain. The fact that she is a dwarf is just ridiculous. Somebody didn't or doesn't know Final Fantasy XI, and I'm already concerned Final Fantasy XI is just going to get absolutely dumped on with minimal to really poor representation in Magic. But maybe I'm an old man yelling at a cloud. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are you looking forward to seeing? Are you attending PAX East? How are you feeling about the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering market? I know there's a lot of speculation, a lot of fear that a lot of these are going to be gobbled up and absorbed. I'm of the mind they're going to be printing enough of this that won't be an issue. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to become a channel member and get some awesome perks and rewards coming your way. I will catch you next time, everyone. Thank you.